Today we are going over variables. Tomorrow we will go over how to use them and how to print them. So today's day you're just going to watch and take it in. We already know what variable types are. So let's discuss variables. If you install Python, there would be an idle that would be installed with it, and you can search for idle. What this does is anything that you write, it will execute it right away. Now that is great when you are learning something, but it is not great when you are writing a program that takes 5 to 10 lines, because every line will keep getting executed and you won't be able to do what you want to do. So let's start with an example. So this is a Python interpreter, which means that whatever you give to this window, it is going to execute. So if I give 2 plus 2, it will give me 4. If I give 699 plus 230, it's going to give me whatever the sum is. I can do mathematical operations like 4 greater than 2, true. 4 equal to 4, true. 4 equal to 1, false. So any mathematical operation, it is going to execute it right away. So now comes variables. You need to remember two important things when it comes to variables. The first one is variable name cannot start with a number. What I mean by that is I cannot do one name is equal to Vishu. It is giving me a syntax error because I cannot have a variable name start with a number. So I can give name is equal to Vishu, and now it is not printing it out because it actually executed this line of code. It says take this string because it is surrounded by quotes. It's a string. So take this string and put it inside the variable name. What will I do if I want to get the value of name? I will just print name. So there you see the value of name. So suppose I do name is equal to some random stuff and I close this. Will it take Vishu or will it take this new value? Let's find out. So if I do name, it's taking the new value. It basically means that a variable can at a time only hold one value, which means that if you assign a new value, it is going to overwrite the previous value. So we now know how to store things in variable. But when are we going to use the variables? Let's do add is equal to 2 plus 43. So add has a value of 45. Now add has this value. What if I do add 1 is equal to plus some other number? So add 1 has another value. Now what we can also do is do result is equal to add plus add 1, and the result will store the value of addition of these two numbers. So you can use variables and you can interact with other variables. So fname, which is first name, is Vishu. Lname is equal to Kamble, and I can do fname plus lname, and this will add the two strings together. This added properly because we added two strings. We are adding two integers. But what happens if I do fname plus add 1? Will it add? Let's find out. So it is giving an error. It says can only concatenate string, not integer, to a string. So a string can only add another string. It cannot add integers. However, what if I do fname plus and I put 3 in quotes? Will that add it? So it actually added it. Now why did it add? Because a 3 inside quotes is not an integer. It is a string. It is very important for you to remember this. Anything surrounded by quotes is a string, no matter what you put inside the quotes. If I put like some characters, numbers, mathematical operators, or any symbol, it doesn't matter. If it is surrounded by quotes, it is going to be a string. And the way you find this out is, let me copy this and I'll store it in answer. So answer is this random stuff. I can do type. So I will put type and I'll put the answer because I want to know what type of variable this is, and it is a string. Similarly, I can do type of add and it is an integer. I can do type, let's do answer is equal to 5 greater than 3. Answer is true. So let's do type of answer, that's a boolean. And if I do answer is equal to 4 divided by 1.5. Now if I do type of answer, this is a float, and the reason it is float is because there is a decimal point. These 4 rules are always going to be same, no matter if it is a 5-line program or it is a 5,000 line program. So please pay attention to these 4 types of variables because we will be using this every time we write a program. So this is very important because as we move forward with the correct variable types. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you understood it. The only thing you need to remember is a variable name cannot start with a number, and if you assign a value to a variable and then you assign a new value to the variable, it is going to override the previous value. And the third thing is, if you're trying to add 2 variables, they should be of the same variable type. If they are not, we will have to convert it, which we will look in the next videos. But if you are adding 2 variables, they should be of the same variable type. So that is it, guys. That is your 10-minute video for today. Remember, you just have to watch it today. Tomorrow we will start practicing, but I hope this makes some sense, and I will see you guys tomorrow.